How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. And coffee. Yes, it was a late night. We read Shakespeare's King Lear. No, that's a long one. King Henry VIII. Henry VIII, I am. Just a Thanksgiving thing. Over the head with the chicken bone. He's a guy with, couldn't get the sun, made the Anglican Church, defied the Pope because Protestant, and then chop off all the heads. He put his treason laws way the hell up there, man. Because of that, a cook got boiled alive, dead. I said boiled alive, dead. A cook got boiled alive because he tried to poison somebody. King Henry, he ate a lot, so he wasn't keen on food poisoning people. That kind of thing is not acceptable. I don't know about this. I'm gonna try and play some impressions. Anyways, oh God, yes. The purpose of this series is gone every which way but loose, of course. But it's really about newspaper. That's right. In the morning, the newspaper arrives, and there's all kinds of bad stuff inside the newspaper. So try to make sure we get a chance to see what it is, and kind of make light of it in a kind of weird, cynical, stupid, probably disrespectful way. Anyhow, yes, and today's today is dogs outside. Today's day is November 23rd, and our headline today is Kauai wants stricter travel entry rules. Thank you for your patience. This little thumbnail stuff. Yeah, you know who else gets stricter travel rules? The whole test and travel thing. Why newspaper got started was that Hawaii was going to open up to tourism because of lockdown. Lockdown, I start doing this stuff. Then they're going to open them up if you get tested. And you don't have to do the 14-day quarantine, right? So what's happening is, I don't know the specific rules, but people get tested on the mainland for the virus, and then they jump on the plane, and then they fly to Hawaii, and then they get their test results when they're here. Apparently that doesn't work out because the tests be all positive when they'll stop. So now I don't know if they're trying to get away with it or what. It's like classroom. Maybe they've done classroom stuff. Hey, you see this shirt here? I taught middle school one time. Oh my God. 7th grade. Oh my God. It's just so much energy. But if you look at classroom management, when the kids are trying to get away with breaking the rules, they'll find every conceivable little thing that squirm around these rules. And the same thing with adult population. So I guess we never grew up. So what they did was to make the rules starting today. Today, what do you think about today?
Reporting for duty, Commander.
That's right. Today, you have to test before you get on the plane. Yeah, let's say that again with a sip of coffee. They're all worried about people coming over here or hesitant to come over here.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
Yeah, so they arrest the hell out of them for sure. The police are pissed off because they're under investigation for overtime stuff. And what it is it's kind of like not gonna. Well, you know what? Heck, the thing's all over the freaking planet, and it's on the mainland. We're number one. USA is number
standing by.
number one in the freaking world with how many cases infected. Cause why? Everyone's going out there freaking getting. Hey, I went over to Costco. Okay, Thanksgiving is coming up. I went over to Costco for a quick trip, and like get this, and get some stuff, before it gets all crazy, right? So I'm in Costco, and Costco was like focus. Costco was it was like a crowded thing. People had their masks, but it's all crowded. It's like, get the hell away from me. It was like, I feel like I left a super spreader event going to Costco. I went to another store, I don't know if I should name these stores. It's a local drugstore. It's been since bought by CVS, so it still retains its old name. But I went in that store. No, it was the grocery store. That's right, the grocery store. Because I got to do these things, home care and my mom. So I entered the grocery store, and this guy comes up. First, he's trying to be like, hey, how you doing? I guess because I had the beard, the mask, and it stuck out. He's like, because he's an old man. He's like, with the hey, and I'm stuck because people. I'm trying to stay distance, right? Distance. And I'm trying to stay distance, and the guy came up close to me from on the aisle, and I was like this close. I'm like trying to pack my groceries, like this close, and literally like, get the f*** away from her. I said, get the f*** away, buddy. That's what I said, under my breath, with the mask. But it wasn't, I think he was close enough where under my breath he could hear me. Get the f*** away from me. Well, I would never really do that before. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop, because I got a battery change thing. Always something gonna go wrong. Okay, back. I changed that battery. Thanks, Flipper. I changed that battery, and everything else is going, so my timing is totally off. But I was talking a story anyways. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Some blood for the blah, blah. It's stage blood. Actually, stains everywhere. And so, yeah. So they use these toys, because I got them out of the garbage. I know Darth Vader's around somewhere. Can you find Darth Vader? But you're like packing your groceries. I'm packing my groceries, and hey, I'm over here. Like I said hi to you, because I'm an old man, and you got white hair, so you're an old man. We're buddies. And like, get the f away, buddy. the cashier heard me. He's like, oh. Hey, I'm trying to be cool as I can, but like next time, cattle prod. Motherfucker. I'm serious. These people are, there's a cop. The virus spread through a police station in Wahiawa, and the police officer caught it because they're out there trying to give tickets, and they're catching it. So one police officer caught it, and it's all over that station. So one guy, he's in the hospital, and he's in a medically induced coma. A medically induced coma. Right, and he's like in his 20s and stuff like that, or 30 or whatever. He's young, so sorry, I'm at that stage where I'm combing my freaking raccoon. So he's at that stage where he had to be put in a medically induced coma for treatment of COVID, that he could die. So he's young, healthy, so there's no underlying conditions. He's not age thing. He's like a freaking cop, like in shape. And he's like close to death. So, it depends on how your body reacts. This crap can kill you. It's like Russian roulette, dude. It's not gonna happen to me. Alright. So now we're done with the. Yeah, I'm trying to make the news, not making it scarier. Oh, for this photo of Sandy Anderson, Major GP taking a photo in front of Duke Hanamoku statue. They're from Arizona. No, isn't that nice? Kauai wants stricter travel rules. We see, we said that. Do it. New cases 123 in one day. 123. What? Pacific Islanders are hardest hit because they get the kind of luau style, right? The let's go picnic, everybody. It's like, oh my god. At least the one guy, right? Or was it Brandon? Vote for Team Merlin. You see this thing in? Vote Team Merlin to get the new mask. It's easier to breathe. You know, when it's easier to breathe, it makes things better. Alright, back in the day, what do we got here? Police officer says your ticket to a tow truck driver, and the tow truck driver prepares to haul away. Indiana license plate, parking Canal and Oduwa Boulevard. Who will? Yeah, you don't park on the Oduwa, especially if Indiana out-of-state plates. Suspect arrested, 2 killed at restaurant. Yeah, G20 closing shows rift between Trump and allies. He wasn't even there. How rift is that? He didn't. He's like ghosted them. Corona upends Thanksgiving for many. Hey, watch it. I'm just saying. Just saying. What? Like die? You know, when I was a kid, we had pigeon a little bit more. You know, a little bit more when I was in elementary and middle school, which was intermediate. We had Kamiki intermediate. That's called Kamiki middle school. Middle school? What the well, anyways, intermediate school and elementary school, and there's a lot more pigeon running around, you know, like the talk. That's what the little phrase is. And one was, if you're doing something stupid or if you're getting wise to somebody, it's like, what? Like die? But now it's so appropriate with this virus thing. What? Like die? No mask. Below the nose. What? Like die? Oh gosh. Elephant consumption pandemic on Lanai. It's everywhere. It's on Lanai, which is very secluded type of community. Salvation modifies Christmas service. Just take the here's it. It's like here's your turkey dinner. Get it. Hey, you want your dinner? Go out long. It's football season. They should do some shit. I don't know. Oh, yeah, the swearing's everywhere. Oh my God. They have fun with. I guess it was the King Henry VIII influence. Big Q. Here we go. Are you scaling down your Thanksgiving plans gathering due to COVID concerns and restrictions? 13%, somewhat, but trying to adapt, be creative. I think I'm in there. 14%, no, forging ahead with status quo. 73%, yes, significantly low-key observance. Actually, I'd be more in the 78%. So 13% and 14%, you gotta just add those together, man. That's 20, 24, 4 and 3 is what? 7. Once you become a teacher, math skills go out the window. You can, you know, teach calculus, but when it comes to like 3 plus 4, what's 7 times 5 or 7 times 6? Can't use a calculator. In high school, we couldn't use the calculator. In calculus, no calculator. How's that? I'm them cookies. Staff shifts match between climate shift match skinks limb evolution. Okay, so climate shift and skinks popped out legs. Ooh, there's a little silver lining behind the climate change. Lobster industry hopes stability follows Trump. Okay, get that. This is somehow, I don't know, is the business section just biased now? Everything's fine, go back to work. Trump moves to retain control of GOP. This is on the back here. What's he doing? President Donald Trump brazenly seeks to delay the certification of the election in hopes of overturning his defeat. He is also mounting a less high-profile but similarly audacious bid to keep control of the Republican National Committee even after he leaves office. So it's just like, I'm in control. Does that sound familiar? Did I look at this thing? I think finding chemical triggers. Oh no, chemical trigger. No, I'm having a hard. I looked at this right. All right, yeah, we treat up all our time. Or was it the time warp of? Gotta get into my other props. Time warp of. Hey, like, subscribe, yay, brah. All 3 of you out there, make sure you subscribe. Watch to the end. like the green screens. Kudos to the guy. I'll get some more. Let me go green screen it out. Here, I put a little cartoon. Yay, some good news. It's like a little frog. Vaccine coming. Yeah, the Oxford vaccine, brah. Hey, the Oxford vaccine, no kind. You don't have to, it does not require refrigeration. And they figured out one thing. It's like, instead of 2 full doses, you take 1 full dose and then 1 half dose, and it's way effective. 1 dose and then half dose is more effective than 2 full doses. That's why they had scientists and not politicians figuring that crap out. Okay, so unless a virus is coming, or froggies boiling in the potto, I don't know. It's like a vat of acid. Like the guy, the cook in King Henry VIII time. Thanks, King Henry VIII. I'm glad you input. That's not the thing. You put in new laws, and then the cook got boiled alive to dead. Hey, Henry VIII. Yeah, I don't know what to think about you anymore. Save. Okay, what do we got in here? I don't know. What do we have with all this stuff? What's up, Buggy? Your nose is. I should have given you this nose. Oh, it's upstairs. All right, what do we got here? Wasting time. Wasting time. And one thing we don't want to do is waste time. We don't want to waste any time. Speak low right into the microphone. Figured out your devious ways. The things you do. Oh, that's that one. We figured you out. I didn't figure everything out. Saving Earth's precious environment. Well, get the picture there. U.S. foreign policy must change fundamentally. I admire Doyle McManus's column, but the portents I read into it cause me great anxiety. Parenthetical article quote, November 18th. While welcoming our escape from the chaos and bullying of President Donald Trump, my primary interest in foreign relations says, what? All these retreads, are ossified. Oh wait, take 2. What? All these retreads with ossified mindsets. What? All these. Wait. That's a question? What? All these retreads with ossified mindsets? All these retreads with... Oh, okay. Will Biden continue America's military and power belligerence for a nation and people under God and paying homage to and faith in the Prince of Peace? I guess he means Jesus. Jesus, help us and give this guy a little lesson in writing. I didn't know if send an angel to do it. I don't know what the hell. Trying to believe in God and the Prince of Peace. We sure don't walk the walk. I hate that phrase now. I want an intermediate 50-cent cut in the budget of the Department of Defense, DOD, and its tentacles, obsolete primacy of the State Department over DOC, diplomatic recognition of Cuba, and engagement in normal friendly diplomatic niceties, complete stoppage of economic and any other sanctions on Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, Russia, Iran, Syria, and on. Those countries' common people like us will appreciate it. And finally, the Palestinians need a real measure of justice and TLC. Let's get it together. For all of humankind, all of God's creation. Robert H. Stryver, Pearl City. Well, Robert, apparently, it seems like you're quite the general. And I want them to be out of Cuba and stop this in Venezuela and do this. All right, go up to the generals and tell them. It's true, though. You've got a point. the budget for the military is so astronomical. I was like, we gotta borrow from Social Security, and you might not have Social Security. Social Security is like a pin next to a freaking freight train when it comes to budget spending. Just gonna tell you, yeah. Trump undermines peaceful transition. We already know that. Real landscape. Well, I guess we gotta read what we already know. Trump undermines peaceful transition. 2 weeks ago, I had tears of frustration and helplessness over President Donald Trump's lack of humanity. Last week, I feel nothing but anger. Obviously, there has to be rules and with penalties put in place regarding transitions after elections. It is not enough any longer to expect a peaceful transition with an ex-president who suffers from terminal delusions. I think it's more than that. Trump is clinging to the White House like a tenant behind in his rent. He is afraid if he leaves, the landlord will dump his staff on the sidewalk. Well, Judith Pettibone of Makiki, you're absolutely correct. If he vacates the place, they're gonna, like one comedian said, change all the locks. Alright, what should it be? Budget shortfall, stop the rail at Middle Street. Oh God, let's do this one. People recovering from COVID should count too. The mayor should subtract the number of people recovering daily. Oh, pooey on that. I'm going by Reynolds. With a possible $400 million plus shortfall for next year's city budget, maybe the city's officials should consider the rail project. It seems our political leaders should rather furlough people rather than choose the obvious solution to stop the rail at Middle Street. Yes, there will be some associated costs with stopping the rail, but at least the taxpayers will not be on the hook for another $1 billion or more. The savings will be built up a lot of truly affordable housing units, and not only the ones proposed by the greedy developers. Ken Takeya Kailua. Alright. As we have a meltdown. It's all falling apart. Well, and that's Mongoose Monday. I don't know if this is really long or not. So, have a happy Monday, and it's Thanksgiving coming up. Oh boy. Aloha. Hang loose.